Horses in the bag, horse stock is attached. Head is matted black, got the bushes black to match. Riding on a horse, milking with your Porsche. I've been in the valley, you ain't been up off that porch. Now, can't nobody tell me nothing.
Welcome back to Kayak Hacks. Today we're going to mess with the bungee on our 2010 new Craigslist Hobie Outback. Wish me luck. Welcome to Kayak Hacks episode number 2. Watch this video today. I learned some stuff, and the reason I make these videos is because sometimes the stuff I find on the internet might be a little bit of a stretch. So I learned how to use, this was recommended, this is what I recommend. So watch it if you want to see why I recommend this tool over this tool for changing out the bungee on an old Hobie kayak or a new Hobie kayak. Hope you learned something. I know I did. Okay, so next we're going to replace this bungee right here. And you can tell it's worn. What it does is it goes across to protect your rudder when you're transporting things. So like I said, we don't have to remove this, just like we didn't have to remove any of that hardware, but we do have to pop this out. And what I noticed about Hobie here is they did not make this easy at all. So I pre-loosened this. This thing's on there tight. And it looks like there's a proprietary tool that goes right here. That's why I pulled out a pair of needle nose to see if maybe I couldn't pull that out with these. Looks like you might be able to. But what's irritating about these little things is there are holes all over this kayak, right? Scupper plugs, all this kind of stuff. And these are not holes. These are, as I reached up under there to feel, these are actually isolated areas. I wouldn't know what to call it other than a bubble. See, that's in there pretty tight. So, I don't know if you can see this or not, but you can see that doesn't go all the way through the kayak. And it's like that on all of them, so you can't get in from behind and just change this out easily. You have to do this on all of these. And I don't know, I really hope we don't strip this back out, put it back in. But we'll see how it goes. This is why this is turning out to be a multi-year project. I just noted that this, unlike the cord that we used for the back of the kayak, these are different diameters. So this is much smaller. See how they've doubled it and it goes through there twice? I don't think I'm going to be able to make that happen. So we're going to have to look and see. Alright, so a little bit of an update here. Do not use pliers like I was showing you earlier and grab these things and try and screw them out, because this is what you get. You get a pretty messed up, raggedy piece of plastic. Now what I figured out a little bit too late in the game, well, actually not too late in the game, everything else has been going really well since I figured this out. See these two holes right here? Get yourself a pair of needle nose pliers and you grab it like this. You can twist that thing in and out really easy. The other thing that I've noticed is these holes right here, that new nylon bungee will fit through. The one back here for the rudder holder, what I did is I took a tap bit and I just reamed that out a little bit. I tapped it. But as you can see, I mean, I guess you can't see. Hang on. We've made some progress with this. A little bit of progress. Let me get out of the garage. These came out nice and easy. Really nice and easy. Like I said, I used the needle nose pliers. The front ones came out nice and easy. Use needle nose pliers on those. Everything latches down real well. can use all your different things to latch things, whatever. You can use all the different things to latch. It's not too bad. Like I said, like right here, the one that holds the drive in neutral, you just get yourself a pair of needle nose pliers, put them on either end of those things, and you can back that right out. So what we're working on right now is the paddle holder on the side of the kayak here. This one was the one that's been giving me fits. Let's see how this goes back together. So the lesson we learned today, two or threefold. One, what you see on the internet isn't always true. It took me probably the better part of half a day to complete this project that people on the internet were making it look like, oh, you can do it in like 30 minutes. Next thing we learned is use needle nose, not pliers, for those bungee retention things. This will tear it up, especially if the the Hobie tech that was assembling your kayak hated the world, which I think this Hobie tech did. Either that or this kayak's been out in the sun too long. This will tear the you-know-what out of that plastic. So get yourself a pair of needle nose pliers, stick them in, righty-tighty, lefty-loosey, but be careful, because even these can dig into the plastic if it's in there too hard. You might have to, do a little finesse here and there. The other thing that we learned today was this is like about, I don't know, maybe like a 3-4 beer project. I mean, it took all afternoon. It was pretty crazy. Let's see how this turned out. Okay, so let's look at the fruits of our labor here. Starting from the front, we replaced the bungees that hold down the front hatch. A little product placement there. We replaced the bungee that holds the drive system in neutral. So if you look under the boat right now, that's neutral. I'm test fitting one of the seats to see how it goes in. Our rudder control works. I'm not sure if you can see that. We replaced the paddle holder. We did the snap straps in the back. We did the hold down for the rudder. All in all, a very long day. This was not the really quick project that the internet said it would be. This turned out to be a little bit longer than I thought. Not the easy project that the internet made it out to be. And I know I joke a lot. 1 beer project, 2 beer project, 3 beer project, all that kind of stuff. This thing was an all afternoon project. Probably went through maybe like 4 or 5 beers on this one. Anyway, stay tuned. When I finally make it to Florida, I should have been in Florida by now. This was supposed to be a project with my brother and my nephew, but the Suburban is still down. That's what I was going to take out there. I probably will make it out there middle of next week. Stay tuned, because on the next episode, Nick and I are going to make a kayak out of recycled plastic. Plus, if you've been paying attention, I hope you've been watching the science behind it. This is very educational. The next science behind it will explain what shape the Earth really is. Is it flat? Is it round? Who knows? We'll find out. Anyway, guys, have a good summer. Keep checking back. When I finally make it to Florida, we'll make that kayak out of recycled stuff, and we'll talk about the shape of the Earth. In the meantime, have a good summer. Last kayak hack of the day. Check that out. I put a holder in the Bronco to hold my hat, so now when I go kayaking, it keeps the sun off. It also gives the Bronco 500 more horsepower. Trust me, science.